So today I answered the question, why use one spawner when you can use two spawners? Yeah, we got two. If you saw last episode, you know what I'm talking about. We came across this guy. We got a skeleton spawner and a zombie spawner here. And we have a cool, unique problem to solve that I think will be fun to solve for those of you that come in this situation. First of all, in this episode, we'll go over how do you like combine two of these together in a cool way. We're not going to go over individual spawner mechanics today because we did that in the zombie spawner episode that we did. So if you want to know every particular about individual spawners, how they work, all the ranges and distances and stuff, go watch that video. But here we have a problem to solve. I can stand here and this one's active and that one's not. I can stand here and this one's active and that one's not. But we need them both to be active at the same time. How do we do that? Well, first, we have to start with the basics here, which is we need to get these two rooms cleared out, and then we need to combine the mobs together into one area where we can get the XP to use for an eventual enchanting setup that we're going to put in here. And then we'll solve the problem of actually activating both at the same time. So what does that lead me to right now? Well, that leads me to using my pickaxe, and we got to mine this area out. Okay, got some digging done, and I even kind of started to like work out a general shape for this area, but not really too much. I think the main thing I wanted to work out was what is this area going to look like? I love viewing my farms working, even if I don't spend a ton of time down here. Like, I like the fact that it's viewable. So I picture a big like window to be able to look through here to see the farm operate. We got that happening on this side. We have a official way up and like a decent amount of space to be able to move around down there. And then it's the same thing for over here too. We have an official way up here and a similar layout for what we would be able to view here. And for those curious about the amethyst geode, I made an official way down to that too. I don't really know. Ooh, this thing's ready to harvest. I might have to do that soon. But I probably am going to have to figure out a good way to like navigate through here to get everything. I don't know what that's going to look like yet. I'm not really too worried about it at this time. It's still workable for me. But now the next part of this, I think, is to figure out like where, ooh, it's dark down there. Where are these mobs going to move to? Where are those mobs going to move to? And like where exactly I'm going to kill them at. And I think the where I'm going to kill them at part is right here. We're going to want to drop and like kill the mobs right here. So I think I want to be able to literally hit them maybe in their feet at like this height. I think that's going to probably be my plan, which means we're going to need a drop shoot that will probably come. I don't think it too much matters where, but like something like right here. Which also means if I break through here, like right here-ish, we'll have the area where they come up. So they're going to come up right here and then move over and then drop down and land right here. So let's see. Our lower spawner is this. So I think what I want to do is I want to figure out what the coordinates of this spot are. It's going to be 1,114. 1,114. So negative 1368, 1,114. I'm not going to remember that. But 1,114 is only a few blocks that way. So I think the plan here will be that we're going to flush water from this side. So water's going to flush from here. It's going to move the mobs down this way. So I think I want to like push them all this direction and get them over to this little corner. Blow them this way. 1,114. So it's to this spot right here. And then from here, we move over and then go this way until we get to the water elevator. I don't remember where it is. We actually literally already dug straight to the spot. Awesome. So it should be right here if I dig up a little bit further. Ah, there we go. Okay, perfect. Let's go ahead and clean this out, tidy it up, make it a hallway. Okay, boom. So that'll lead up, and then we want to connect the skeleton farm from the other side, a skeleton spawner from the other side to there too. Ooh, 1114 is right here. So maybe we'll flow them this way. Ooh, and free diamonds. Everybody loves free diamonds. So this will be kind of like uneven, but it'll work. We're gonna put the hole right here, and I should just be able to dig this way, and we'll just come right into the drop chute, just at a slightly different location. Boom, there we go. This is, what is that area? Just be able to block that off. And then that's the spot right there that I dug in. Okay, cool. We're looking good. Okay, now we got to drop them the right amount of blocks. I forget what that number is. Okay, I got stuff we need. We need to drop them 23 and a half blocks. 23 and a half blocks. So that means let's put this right here. And then we want to go 23 blocks up, or 24 actually. Yeah, 24 blocks up from here. And we're going to put a half slab right there when we set the whole thing up. So I guess we just need to count. And 24. Okay. And then this should be where our hole goes. And I don't know if I'll be able to dig all the way down before I suffocate. We're going to try. No, we definitely won't. I have to go up and down a couple times, but I want the water flow to be here so I don't have to dig my way back up. And also at some point I'm going to break through this thing and I'm going to fall, and I'm trying not to die from that, hopefully. Okay, cool. So now we got that whole thing up. Now I need to go back up to the top, and we need to carve out our little drop chute again that we like pillared up. And let's go to the lowest chamber. Place down some buttons to stop the water flow. Kelp our way up. More buttons. More kelp. Another button. Soul sand. And whee! Okay, that's awesome. That'll work good. That fall will definitely hurt. Absolutely perfect. That's good. Now to set up the water flow in the rooms. All right, quick and easy setup. We're ready to go. We have all of the mobs in this chamber flowing this way. We have all the mobs in that chamber flowing that way. They all end up right in here, and they're gonna drop right here. We don't have it all set up to like actually function yet, because we gotta do two things. Thing number one is I actually want to make this look really cool. Now, I think we're gonna save the decoration of this area for the next episode when we do like go over enchanting and set up our enchanting table and stuff. But I want to close this area in and for this to be done. And I feel like I want it to look kind of dungeony, if that makes sense. I don't 100% know exactly how that's gonna look quite yet. But I think that's something that me and a live stream can figure out. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna prepare to go live on the YouTube channel here and on twitch.tv/Prowl8413. Make sure to drop me a follow there. And I'm gonna use stream to kind of chill out, just kind of grind out an idea for how this can look kind of cool. Have stream give me some cool ideas too. If you want to help me out with those ideas, you definitely got to join me on live streams because they turn out so good. They're always so fun. And then when we get back from that, I think we close the area up and we work on this last portion here, which is what we need to actually like kill the mobs that are going to drop here and activate both spawners at the same time. All right, I've got some work done. Me and stream did some stuff. I'm super happy with how this turned out. I decided to just stick with a nice like dungeony vibe. And I thought the candles, is that one on? Okay, it is. So candles are really weird in Minecraft. I don't understand why. But in any event, I got some chains hanging down. I decided to keep the deep slate ceiling. I thought it looked pretty good. And we just got some like little minor details, even some cobwebs in here. I think it looks really good. And for those of you wondering, I made sure to put things in areas where mobs don't spawn. Like on Bedrock Edition, since they spawn in that diamond style format, like they kind of spawn through here. Like the corners don't spawn in the corners. So I can put the cobwebs in there. The ceiling is dug out like one block higher than the spawning area. So I can put a chain like more in the middle. The only thing that's kind of inefficient on this is I put a chain to hold up the spawner. It's possible mobs are going to spawn up here and get stuck. Maybe I'll get one stuck up every so often. I just decided we'll see how it goes. I like the look so much. I'm willing for it to have that ever so slight inefficiency just to have the look the way I want it. And then you'll see the candles, single candles, which you can make with wax, which we got from the trial chambers, string, and a dye. They give a light source of 3 for a single candle. So what I did was I made sure that I put them out far enough to where the light level would still be 0 anywhere inside of that small spawning area. So when I knock this torch out, you see we have little hints of light, but overall it's still really dark. So I like that spooky vibe that it gives, and it kind of just allows you to see a little bit of what's going on in here, as opposed to it being pitch black, and it at that point is really hard to tell what's going on. So I thought that was good. We have the details in here. We should want to see them. I don't want this on for now, so I'm going to turn that back on. I did the same thing with the skeleton one over here the zombie one over here. Exact same thing, themed the same way. It looks super cool. I have some ideas for this room too. We're not going to do those yet, because the next thing we need to do, we should have some mobs falling here any second. There we go. They're drop killing. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to readjust this area a little bit. I'm going to drop it down by 2 over there, and I'm actually going to drop it down by, anybody up there? I'm gonna drop it down by 1 right here, so my skeletons, or by 2 here too. So I think I'm gonna put a slab right here. Actually, let's do that now. It's just something temporary, at least something like that. And then I'll probably even block it off like this. I don't know, we'll see ultimately what I end up doing. It'd probably even be fine like this. Their heads will be up there. I don't think they'll be able to see me or do anything. And this will be our kill area. So let me go ahead, let me drop that down by 2 really quick, and then we'll figure out the storage, the drop area, and then we'll set up the hopefully works well little like thing here to keep our mobs spawning on both sides. Okay, I think we're set up for them to drop and not die. And I gave like a little wide area here for them to spread out. You should see why here once we get it going. But let's drop some mobs down. Let's like really test this thing a little bit. I guess we can only test one side for now. So we'll let these guys do their thing, and we'll see if we get some zombies here that don't die on the drop. No storage set up yet. We'll do that here in just a little bit. Don't you worry. I just want to see if they don't die. And they still died. All right, that's fine. Lower by 1 more. It's at 23.5 of a drop right now. We'll lower it to 22.5. Ah, perfect. And with any luck, oh, he's got armor on. 1, that's half heart, whole heart, heart and a half. I don't know why they're left with 1.5 hearts with just the change of a half block. It does not make any sense to me at all, but it is what it is. Okay, we now have storage taken care of. Super easy. Let's pop under the hood here really quick. I just set up some hoppers going into the back of double chests. We have 3 of them going down here. I think will be more than enough for what I need here. And then I can just pop open these trapdoors right here and access all 3 chests. So now with this part done, now it's time to see if we can actually make this thing function properly. We need a little bit of redstone. Okay, let's try this out. I need to grab, I think I put my iron away. Where'd I put it? Oh, it's in my inventory. Okay, so we need a few things. We need to make ourselves some powered rails. We need to make ourselves some lever. And we need to put a solid block here, a solid block here. We need to put a lever here, or a rail here, powered rail here, powered rail here, rail here, rail here. Actually, we need 2 levers. We're going to power one side, power the other side. I know it's going to bother you guys that those are facing different directions. So because of that, I'm going to leave it that way. And we need to get ourselves a mine cart. We get on this mine cart and we sit here. It's going to be hard to see, but you see here, like we turn the spawner on and off very temporarily. Same for this one over here. It turns on and off. I think you can see this one without doing it. On and off very temporarily. So what I'm thinking is, or I'm not even gonna say thinking, what I'm hoping is if we do that, let me close these areas up. If we do that, that it will activate both of them in that short period of time that we're in range of both of them. So let's test it out. Let's get ourselves right here. Let's go back and forth for a little bit. And let's see if we get a decent amount of spawns. This one's easier to watch. So maybe we just keep an eye on this one. There's our initial skeletons. Look, he's trying to shoot me, but he can't get me. I may have to put like trapdoors or something up there. Oh. He shot the other one. Let's let's make some trapdoors. I don't want them to see me to shoot me. This is kind of funny that I'm going to place these like this. Okay. Now he can't see me. I've not seen any zombies yet, which is not a good sign. Wait. Oh, more skeletons. This is not looking good. That's also not good. Oh, there's some zombies. We have a problem with our storage. The items like to pop up. I do think that's easily solvable though. I think if we put some solid blocks here, here, and here, that should keep the items from popping out. But yeah, here's I don't know. I don't think this is working. I think these two are working slower than a single spawner is. I don't know. That wasn't bad. I might have to do more of like a rate test. I think that's what we're going to do. I'm going to do a little bit of a rate test. I'm going to sit like this for, I don't know, 15 minutes. And I'm going to see, I'm sorry you guys can't see me right now. I'm covering my face. I'm going to see how many mobs we have spawn in 15 minutes doing this. And then I'm just going to stand in range of one of them and see how many mobs we have spawn in 15 minutes. If they're pretty close, then we're pretty good. If they're kind of far off, well, then we're gonna have to make a decision on this. It's still worth it to have this, right? Because I can come over here and I can activate either one if I want them. But obviously, it's gonna kind of suck if we're not getting at least like 1.5 times the rate of a single spawner. All right, time to begin. And 3, 2, 1, and let's hop out. Okay, so I actually waited 5 minutes. I think I can stay in here. Neither one should be activated. I waited 5 or 10 minutes instead of 15 because it's a lot of mobs. So I guess let's get up here. I need them in my pickaxe anyways. Let's kill them and count how many that we have. 1, 2, 3, 40, 41, 42, and 43. All right, we have 43 of them in here. Now we're gonna do this again. Except I'm just going to sit here at the skeleton one. So the skeleton one's the only one that's on. I'm actually kind of curious if I go over here really quick and look. No mobs got stuck in the top at that time. Oh, we have 3 zombies stuck up top. That's not good. That could have slowed down our results. Maybe it still shouldn't have. But look at these guys. All right. In any event, I'm going to sit over here for this one. For the the skeleton spawner, and see if we get the same amount, less, more. I really don't know what to expect. 3, 2, and 1, and done. I almost don't even need to count this because I can tell it's a lot more, but we're gonna count it anyways. 1, 2, 3, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66. And there was 1 zombie in there, so 65. We stayed at 1, and we got 65. We bounced back and forth between 2, and we got 43. Unfortunately, stream chat, you guys were 100% wrong on this. I'm disappointed in you guys. This did not work. Not even close. Not even close. So, what did we learn? Well, first of all, I did show you guys how to do a double spawner. The process is exactly the same. It's just that you would find the common spot that you can stand between the two, or the common area, mark the spots, and that's where you stand. Like anywhere in those marked spots where both of them are lit up, and you get all the mobs. Like that's awesome, right? In this case, when you have 2 that are just apart from each other, like this, trying to do some way to finagle around, like them being too far apart, in our case using a minecart to try to activate both at the same time, that process does not work. It doesn't get you anything. I'm still happy that we found this spot though, because now we have a place where we can come and get skeleton drops, or I don't really see how we'll ever need zombie drops. We can get them here too, all in one spot. And we still need to decorate this area, make it look cool, put our enchanting table here. It's right underneath our like main base area, so obviously that's good. We got the amethyst geode down there, so overall this place is still a huge win. Not as big of a win as we thought it was going to be, but regardless, it's still a pretty huge win. So I'm super happy that we got this. We also probably got a lot of drops in here, a whole lot of bows that I don't need. But we also got some bones and for bone meal, and we get lots of XP from this as well, especially if I can AFK here for 10 minutes and then come kill everything. So this will be a good way for us to go ahead and get enchanted in the early game, and then we'll move on to some more sophisticated ways of enchanting more things very shortly after that. But in terms of this episode, I think we're all done. Let me know, what did you think about this little experiment? Did you like the episode? Did everything work out good for you? How did you feel about it? Do you now know how to set up a double spawner farm? If so, click the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.